Did you know that 70% of America's firefighting force is volunteer? Youth work, meeting needs with our senior citizens, caring for abandoned animals, cleaning trash out of streams and rivers. All these things, and many more, rely heavily on volunteers. According to Joseph Mark, 25.3% of Americans volunteer, which is 62.8 million people. This sounds like a large number, but compare it with a population of 327 million people, of whom which 200 million are between the ages of 16 and 65. Unfortunately, we have a problem. According to Caitlin Ahmed, since 2005, the national volunteer rate has declined from 28.8% to a 15-year low of 24.9% in 2015. Similarly, the percentage of Americans giving to nonprofit organizations has declined from 66.8% in 2000 to 55.5% in 2014. People need to catch a vision for volunteering. These trends need to change. If people could understand how crucial volunteering is for the health of our communities and how easy it is for them to participate, things would start to change. Every volunteer makes a difference. That's why more people need to get involved. No one person can do what a group of people can do. Personally, I have quite a bit of experience volunteering. Since before I was in the first grade, I volunteered alongside my parents in the community garden. My family has also been very involved in the local volunteer fire department. And I'm currently a junior volunteer firefighter. I have untold hours of youth work in our church as well as in our local community center. Right after Hurricane Harvey hit in the fall of 2016, I went on my first disaster relief deployment with Samaritan's Purse to Rockport. This was, like every deployment since, an incredible experience. I had the opportunity to work hands-on, doing practical things, helping these people that had just gone through a major life tragedy. One man, we worked long days, moving brush and debris, and tarping roofs, and simply loving and caring for these people. One man shared his story of how he and his wife had stayed in their home through the hurricane. He said it was the scariest thing he had ever been through in his life. They thought they were going to die. Many others left their homes knowing that when they came back, everything they had would be gone. I have now had the privilege of going on 7 deployments with SP, and every single one has been just as good as the first. Harvey is just one great example of how thousands of workers coming together can do what an individuals could not do. In Rockport and Pearland alone, there were over 117,000 volunteer hours worked, and that's just counting SP's hours. Just imagine a world with more volunteers. These needs we see all around us would start to get met. Our societies would start to improve, and our communities would be safer, and our relationships would grow strong as we work together for the betterment of the land we love. A friend of mine tells her story of her own experience. She volunteered in San Antonio for many years while living in an outlying town. She worked with young people as well as young mothers in low income areas. This was profitable, but felt disjointed because she realized she didn't have relationships in the community in which she lived. So her husband and she decided to make a shift and to start volunteering right in their own community. Now 10 years of local effort has created not only productive volunteer labors, but many great relationships with which throughout many layers of the community. Young and old, other volunteers, the very needy of the community, first responders and emergency personnel, volunteering has the potential to connect all walks of life and restore relationships that were lost long ago in this modern culture we share. So in conclusion, realize your interests and join those that are currently working in that area. Be a part of the solution and volunteer.